What is up, guys?
Hey, how you doing, Dave?
What's going on?
So Marshall and Rico, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome to talk with you guys. I'm having lunch. We're doing dinner with David here.
Okay.
Where are you guys based out of?
Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not too far from Josh Johnson from DealMachine.
Yeah, is he in Raleigh?
He's in Raleigh. Mm-hmm.
Yep, about an hour away. Yep, good guy there. Yeah, we talked to him last week. Real good guy.
What's going on with you guys? Heard you did some deals.
Yeah. We've done a few.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, DealMachine. Yeah, it's great. It's definitely, that's why we decided to upgrade to your enterprise plan there. And actually, my first two deals, Rico's been doing wholesaling for 6 years. My first two deals came from DealMachine. Pretty awesome app.
That's amazing. So how did you guys start working together?
Well, like I said, Rico's been doing this for 6 years. I came across wholesaling, I guess almost about a year and 3 months ago now.
Mm-hmm.
I was just watching Breakfast Club on YouTube and came across Mark Whitten. He was talking about wholesaling. So I was looking for another business to start. So kind of investigated wholesaling for about 3 or 4 months and then decided, yep, that's what I wanted to go with. So then, of course, just from my business background, I knew pretty much start networking. So I called 4 bandit signs just to kind of reach out to everyone. And Rico was the only one that called me back.
Yeah.
So we just had a conversation, and then we decided to meet up. We wasn't really looking to partner. It was more or less just, like I said, just networking.
Yeah.
But it just meshed real good with my background in business, and he's been doing it for 6 years. So we decided to
come together.
Come together. Yep.
Awesome. And so I know, Marshall, you got 2 deals from DealMachine. Rico, have you used incorporated DealMachine in your business besides that?
Oh, yeah. So most definitely. I mean, now that we're definitely, now that we're a team, we're definitely using DealMachine.
Yep.
Before we came together, I was kind of like old school with it, man. You know what I mean? Just riding around, writing down the addresses, looking it up. And then when you came along with the DealMachine app, it was just like, thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that was my first deal was for $7,000. And we were actually already together at that point. So it wasn't like I was separate. That was like just it was actually my first 2 deals was also his 100th. You know, but yeah, we drove for dollars. We were around, I think that 153, 154 of putting houses in. We got that first $7,000 deal, and then we were around 270 something, and then we got the $18,000 deal.
Okay.
But yeah, it's made it a lot easier just with the street tracking, because before, actually, I got in before you started that, so I was still going. When I was going around the streets and I'm going down, and I was like, I've already been down this street, just time consuming. And probably after about 2 or 3 weeks, you came out with the street tracking. And I was like, oh, this is a godsend here.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So are you guys each adding properties yourself, or do you have someone else on your team that's adding properties too?
Now we have someone adding properties. Before it was just us going out and doing it. But we're in 17 cities?
Yeah,
17 cities now with our mentorship program.
Okay.
But it's been kind of crazy and all over the place. So we say, we need something to kind of streamline this whole thing and make it super organized. And then we also can track we're kind of doing it a little bit different than anyone else using DealMachine. We're not really putting people out there and saying, hey, they're in our employees, or we're doing it more, gonna put it in our mentorship program, and where they go out, find the property, put it in DealMachine. We reach out, but at the same time, that deal finder, we're taking their hand and kind of teaching them the business. Also.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We kind of, I guess, I don't know how anyone else is using it, but that's how we're planning on bringing it aboard and using it.
Amazing.
But yeah, thinking to make our job, because right now it's just crazy. Properties coming in, and it's just, we're like, oh yeah, we got to streamline this thing somehow. And then we said, wait a minute, DealMachine. So we said, yeah, we need to upgrade with DealMachine, and yeah, I think doing it that way is going to take a lot of work and off our hands.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the best way for people to learn also their area and to get into wholesaling. I think DealMachine is probably the best way for them to learn, driving for dollars, to get hands-on, as a beginner in wholesaling. So it was like a no-brainer for us to link up with you, man.
100%. It's a great way to learn your neighborhood when you're actually out driving the streets.
Exactly.
And it opens you up to opportunities to talk with the neighbors who say like, hey, what are you doing here? And then you're like, well, I'm actually looking to buy properties. And then the neighbor's like, oh, well, if you're looking to buy properties, let me tell you about this one. Oh no, don't do anything with this one. And they start telling you things that you didn't even ask for.
Yes, they start volunteering all kinds of information. Yeah. That is the truth. But yeah, I think it's gonna work out well.
Yeah.
Let's upgrade. Yeah, so we just closed the deal last week. Just looking at our whiteboard here.
Can you show us your whiteboard?
Yeah, we can. Can you see it there?
Kinda.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold my old laptop there. I don't really have one.
That's all right.
But yeah, we just closed another one through DealMachine last week for $10,600. So
yes,
yeah,
love it.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful.
So where do people go to find out about your mentoring program?
Okay, go to Wholesale Mentoring on YouTube. And actually, nice little milestone we hit yesterday. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. I know it's probably not a lot for some others out there, but we're proud of hitting 1,000 subscribers.
You absolutely should be. That is awesome. I started doing some stuff on my personal YouTube channel, so I'm behind you a little bit there, but we're getting up there.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, they can find us right there on YouTube at Wholesale Mentoring, or also on our Instagram page at Wholesale Mentoring.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what's been the experience like to upgrade to enterprise?
We're actually, we just got the plan last week. We're supposed to have our kickoff call today with Josh. But it looks promising. We're really excited. Just from the little preliminary talk with Josh and how you guys can work with us one-on-one and kind of integrate things that we may need personally, I think it's a no-brainer.
Right. Yeah. What would be like your end goal? Obviously you want to do more deals, but I'm curious, like, what's your why? Are you building freedom for yourself? Are you trying to put more money in your kids' college fund? What's your big why for each of you guys?
Yeah, so for me, man, I'm real big on family. So definitely to leave a legacy that my kids can carry on. And they're already talking about wholesaling and buying houses and flipping and stuff. So I just can't wait. I just can't wait to the time, man, where I can actually bring them in and show them everything. My oldest is 14, and she already knows so much about it, man. Just based off of me and her conversation and her watching videos. But my legacy, my goal is to leave them a legacy behind that they can build on and make it even better than what I've built it up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Marshall?
Yeah, pretty much same, definitely want to, for family, of course, but also I've always kind of been an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur of 21 years now and investing in other businesses. So I just love being an entrepreneur and creating something new. So I just wanted to see how big this thing can get. You know, I've had some other national business, so one day I want this thing to be pretty much in all cities and just mentoring, teaching people, and just, you know, and hopefully they can find their financial freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Teaching, you know?
I think that's really helpful for me to hear, because DealMachine, so often I think of DealMachine is here to get you more deals, but it's actually really great for me to hear that DealMachine is actually, our job is to have you leave a legacy for your kids, you know, and to help you effectively mentor your students to achieve financial freedom. So I just, I loved hearing you guys say that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
the money is going to be there, you know, if you do your processes, and I mean, the money's going to be there. But I just love when, you know, we see people that we've taught get a deal, you know, it's just, you know, and they've worked a minimum wage job or whatever, and then just maybe a total of 10 hours of work total, they just got, you know, a $6,000 check, you know, and it's just to be able to, just the happiness on their face, you know, it's great.
And even when you're reaching out to like the owners of the property, even leaving a good impression on them and helping them in their situation, I find the joy in that as well, man. But, you know, like you said, it's not, the money's going to be there. It's not all about the money. It's really just helping others. And you know, if you can master helping others, the money's going to come. But you're building, like you said, a legacy, man, to build upon, to leave for your family, and then eventually for us to even grow to heights that we can't even imagine, you know, just by helping people, genuinely want to help people.
Yeah. 100% agree with you guys. Thinking back, you know, I don't have any kids. I don't have a wife or significant, you know, I've got a girlfriend, you know, so that's kind of new to me. I didn't have that when I started out, but I will say my mission was to be the controller of my own destiny at that point, right? Because, you know, I was starting from zero, but it's just neat to hear why other people get into it too. And I think so often making it personal just gives you that much more motivation to push through that finish line or do that work that you didn't have fun doing at the moment, you know? So I've been revisiting that myself too. It's a powerful motivator when you try to clarify that.
It is. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, I just love getting up in the morning, you know.
Yeah.
Doing this business and coming into the office and, you know, talking to everyone. It's just, yeah, you can't beat it, you know.
And then when you have a good partner right here that you could just feed off their energy,
yes,
it makes it even better.
Yeah,
it makes it even better.
You know, one of us come up with an idea, and then the other one, you know, adds to it, and then it's like, oh, okay, and then we'll, you know, and put it out in the public, you know, see if it's gonna work, and then we gotta tweak it. It's just it's not even like work,
right?
You know? Fun.
Rico, what's having a partner like compared to not having a partner? I assume you didn't have a partner for the first 6 years, right?
Right. I didn't, man. So I had a full-time job. I had a full-time job when I first started wholesaling, so I was like doing it part-time. And it wasn't until last year when I met this guy is when I really took it serious. Like I was like, okay, I need to start taking this more serious. I know I can get the deals. I want to try to scale it up. I met this guy at the right time because that's when I was like really getting serious. And like he said, he has 21 years of experience. So I was just like, man, this is a no-brainer. But prior to being partners with him, it was just like a hit and miss, man, because I didn't ever have a lot of time dedicated to wholesaling because of my full-time job. But then when I met him, you know, he was like, man, we got to push ourselves. And I was like, yeah, we got to do it. And then like the lead generation was just crazy. I was like, man, I actually had the opportunity to like take a leave from my job, and I did. I took voluntary leave, and I never looked back. You know, I never looked back, man. I went full time and been crushing it ever since, man. I've been crushing it. So And that's my story, I guess you could say.
I like that. I've had a partner, and it's really helpful. It's been helpful emotionally for me because you've got somebody else that actually knows like what you're going through,
Right.
you know, that you could talk to. So that's great to hear.
Yeah, that's helpful too, man.
Definitely.
I can say I come across a lot of crazy stuff. But you know, when I'm in a stump, I'm like, hey man, check this out, you know. And he's like, oh man, that's easy, man, like da da da. And vice versa. He's like, man, what do you think? And I was like, oh yeah, man, this is what we're gonna do. So I guess it's better to have two heads than one.
Yeah,
Man.
he's cutting my learning curve. You know, like I said, I heard of it through, you know, Mark Whitten, and then I just went on YouTube and started, looking up everything that I could on real estate wholesaling. You know, and you learn the basics, you know, but partnering with Rico here, he's just cutting my learning curve down to like nothing. Just hearing him talk on the phone, and I'm like, wow, okay. Like, he or the seller, it'll be a problem, and he'll just say the most smoothest thing, and then it's like, and all of a sudden he has the seller melting in his hand, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So just the learning curve he's cut it down to pretty much nothing at this point for me. So I'm like just in this 1 year, I'm probably like 10 years ahead of anyone just working with this guy. So it's been wonderful, man.
I love it. So glad to hear that, fellas. And I'm going to give you guys a link to get a free DealMachine hat if you want to. There's no charge, but just send you something a little bit like that. And you're in good hands with Josh. I'm glad you're talking to him today too. He is a long-term friend and very good at helping people scale. So I'm excited to hear how that goes for you guys.
Awesome.
Yes.
On top of that, once you're done with Josh, we're going to put you in our VIP experience, which is basically like hand-holding from a lease. And she'll set you up with a structure to meet your goals, and she'll do a weekly check-in with you.
Okay.
Just to give you white glove VIP treatment. So we're going to put you guys in that program as well.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, Dave.
Absolutely.
Creating DealMachine, you've definitely have made it a lot easier.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Seriously, man. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. I'm going to jump off, and I just wanted to say thanks again for your time, and I look forward to doing another success call with you guys when you bump up to that next level, and you get to define what that success is, right? But Elise is going to jot it down, and then when you hit it, we're going to celebrate again.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Okay. Bye, guys.
All righty. Thank you.